Professor Arnold has obtained the world's last supply of Metalogen and is sending it to a safe place for keeping. Ernst hijacks the shipment, but Ken Morgan goes to recover it when suddenly...
One side, please. Stand back. I'm a doctor. Better let me take a look at you.
I'm all right. You better take a look at him, see if he's hurt.
You better go upstairs and have meeting.
Think they've had time to make the run over from the brickworks?
Just about.
You got the Metalogen, huh?
What do you think?
That's swell. The boss is sure anxious to get your hands on that stuff.
Well, I see everything turned out all right. There's enough Metalogen here to operate 1,000 robots.
Well, what about Morgan and Arnold? You start manufacturing those things, they'll have the police right on your neck.
Do you think I'm fool enough to try to manufacture anything in this country? As soon as I can make the necessary arrangements for transportation, we're moving to a foreign country. Lock, stock, and barrel.
What country have you in mind, boss?
Well, that's a secret, which I don't intend to reveal even to you until the proper time.
Are we going by boat or plane?
We're shipping our stuff by boat. First thing in the morning, we'll order crates and pack up all our paraphernalia. We'll store it in a place I've arranged for on the west coast, so it can be shipped from there by boat later on.
Then we're going by boat, too, eh, boss?
Certainly not. The minute we tried to board ship, we'd be arrested.
And you can say that again.
Brought the truck like you told me to. Fine. Now go get that 8. Take him over to the vet's place while we stored some of our stuff. There happens to be a cage there large enough to accommodate him.
All right.
Come on, Thor, I'm going to take you on a nice little joyride. Come on, boy.
As soon as I found that the cab driver was all right, I got in touch with Inspector Hamilton. He and several of his men helped me search Ernst's house again, but to no avail.
Do you believe those hoodlums could have taken the Metalogen to one of their hideouts?
It's possible, but not very likely. However, the inspector is leaving no stone unturned and is right now checking every one of the places they've been known to frequent.
What about the driver and the guard in the armored truck? Have they been located yet?
Yes, Ernst's men had waylaid them and locked them up in the old brickworks on Highfield Road. Fortunately, they weren't hurt.
Whatever crimes have already been committed by Ernst will appear insignificant should he decide to build an army of those robots now that he has the Metalogen in his possession.
Yes, that's what I'm afraid of, Professor.
Bainbridge Laboratory, Professor Arnold's office. It's for you, Ken.
Ken Morgan speaking. Good morning, Inspector. They found the armored truck, but it was empty. Oh, yes, I'm listening, Inspector. Go ahead.
Thought you might also be interested to know the apes disappeared again. No, the cage gate was locked.
Sounds like an inside job to me.
Yes, doesn't it? That's why we got the watchman down here for questioning. We're also checking the lock and chain from the cage for fingerprints.
That's a good idea. Goodbye, Inspector, and thanks for calling. Well, the gorilla's disappeared again.
What?
Yes. But how could anyone get him out of the zoo without the watchman's knowledge?
I'll bet he's in on it, all right.
That's what the inspector thinks. But I don't think he had anything to do with it.
But what makes you so sure of that?
I've got a hunch. It may sound far-fetched, but I'm almost convinced that there's some way the ape can get out without opening the gate to its cage. I think I've got it. What lies on the other side of the hill and back of the zoo? Professor Ernst's house, as we all know.
But what possible connection could that have with the gorilla's disappearance?
I can't answer that offhand, but right now I'm going over to the zoo and take a look around.
Do you mind if I come along?
No, come ahead.
Hold down the fort while we're gone, Bass.
We'll be right back.
I'm going to leave that shortwave radio here for the time being, in case I want to contact you later.
Okay, boss. I'll stick around and pack the rest of this stuff.
We'll move our equipment out sometime tonight. And there's something unforeseen happens.
That's what worries me, this unforeseen business.
You don't need to worry. You're perfectly safe as long as you stay right here in this room. If Norton comes, tell him I've gone to the vet. I want him to meet me there later.
All right, I'll tell him.
I'd appreciate it if you'd go get the attendant. I'd like to ask him a few questions.
Well, certainly, Ken. Strange. Mr. Morgan was here only a moment ago.
from the boss.
Get over there and answer that. Be sure to make it sound natural.
Keep your shirt on. The boss left here a long time ago. He ought to be there any minute now.
Well, he'd better, because I'm getting tired of standing guard over this Metalogen.
Quit talking so much.
What's wrong with you, Butler? You don't sound like yourself.
There's nothing wrong. Nothing.
All right. I'll see you later.
Where'd that call come from?
Try and find out.
Are you going to tell me, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Where is that place? 5916 Kensington Street. Used to be a hospital for cats and dogs.
You could have saved yourself a lot of punishment if you'd have told me that before. Now get over there and sit down. I'm going to tie you up until the police get here.
I got work to do. I can't wait around here all day.
Well, I know he must be around here someplace.
You can find me again if he shows up.
You get into Ernst's house through there?
I certainly did. I'll tell you all about it while we're driving. Come on.
Wait a minute. Where are we going?
To get the Metalogen.
You really mean that?
All right, Butler. What's on your mind?
You guys better get out of there. Morgan's on his way over, and he may be bringing the cops.
How did Morgan know where we are?
He found his way in through the tunnel. He was here when Nordic called me.
You haven't a second to lose. Leave there at once. Meet us at the Barclay Airport.
Okay, boss. I'll be seeing you.
Hey, that sure is tough luck. Looks like we're going to lose all this equipment, besides what we left over at your house.
We can replace everything except the Metalogen. That we'd easily take with us. Leave everything here as is. We'll go out the back door.
What about Thor? You don't intend to leave him here, do you?
I most certainly do. Where we're going, those apes are a dime a dozen.
Sure looks
looks uncomfortable in there.
I was just going to tell you to let him out.
Oh, gee, boss, that's swell. Come on, Thor, old boy. I'm sure glad you're coming along with it.
You know darn well he isn't.
Oh, gee, I thought you changed your mind when you told me to let him out of the cage.
Stop worrying about that, ape. He'll probably be better off without you.
Well, so long, Thor. I hope they treat you good when you get back to the zoo.
This is the place. You better wait here until I've had a chance to look it over.
All I can, if that's the way you want it.
Will the magic detector lead Professor Arnold and his daughter to the stolen Metalogen? Will the treacherous Ernst force Arnold to turn the Metalogen Man over to him? Don't fail to see his last flight, the 14th exciting episode of The Monster and the Ape, at this theater next week.